and she will ultimately have to be held accountable for her actions. She's not going to get a free ride and a pass on using intimidation techniques to try and influence policy here in this state. We'll hold her accountable both from the political level and also from the governance level. And the good thing is this: the one way to stop her radical policies that, by the way, have been initiated in other states around this country and proven to be wrong, is to make sure we have a Democratic-controlled legislature at the House level and the Senate. And I promise you, if we go back to that issue of making sure that people take the time to go vote, bring their friends to vote, we'll have that. And you know, Democrats always believe, hold us accountable. Every election, we're ready to be held accountable on the things that we've done. We're focused on policy. They're focused on politics. I believe at the end of the day, policy is going to win it out in the hearts and minds of New Mexicans. They're going to want people who are going to offer solutions. They're going to want people who can work across the aisle, including Democrats who can reach across the aisle to forge consensus and move this state forward. I think we have the right people to do that.
You spent a lot of time down in Las Cruces this last week, high profile, you and Martin and a few of our other candidates. When can the women of Bernalillo County expect to see you here high profile, where they can see you and actually talk to you?
Well, look, I mean, we spend a lot of time here in Bernalillo County. Obviously, the state party headquarters are here, our staff is here. I have the opportunity to meet with many Democratic groups right here in Bernalillo County. I certainly have met with Democratic Women of New Mexico. We've met with the Democratic Women of Bernalillo County. We've met with the new Democratic women's group that was created over the summer. And as always, we create a dialogue to figure out what can be done to get out the vote, to communicate with women the importance of voting for Martin Heinrich, who absolutely supported the Lilly Ledbetter law that created equal pay for women, when Heather Wilson, every time she was in Congress, voted against it. We want women to communicate the fact that Martin Heinrich, while he was on the city council, voted to increase the minimum wage, while Heather Wilson was back in Washington during that time voting against raising the federal minimum wage, and, by the way, voting to raise her own wages. There's a clear contrast between people like Martin Heinrich and Heather Wilson, people like Michelle Lujan Grisham and Janice Arnold Jones, that Democratic women and women in general, when they participate in this electoral process, will be able to go to the polls and pick the right choice for their families. And so my communication with the local people here in Bernalillo has been really about that. We've held, I believe, no less than 2 state central committee meetings here. We've held our pre-primary meeting here. To the people of Bernalillo County, we have made a large investment, not only in making sure that statewide meetings are right here in this community so that they can access, but make sure that we have, you know, that this is basically the epicenter of the Democratic Party right here in Bernalillo County.
Well, we like to think we are.
Absolutely, you sure are.
Okay. Your daughters are back in school?
They're back as we speak today. One is back in school. One begins next week. So very, very exciting.
Missing them a little bit?
What's that again?
Are you missing them a little bit?
I miss them a bunch, sure. You know, I'll tell you, gosh, I often try and remember what it was like being 13, you know, in mid-school. And of course, back when you and I were in mid-school, things are very different today. And the challenges that my 13-year-old faces in an information age it worries me at times. But I'm also very excited for this amazing world that she's about to inherit. The 8-year-old, gosh, you know, it's a constant return to just a sense of fun and just be normal and no worries about what the world is bringing on you, because, you know, they live in the moment. And how exciting is that to do whenever we get the chance?
So is there anything that we haven't covered that you'd like to talk about before we close this?
No, but I do want to close this on just a plea to your fans, the people who follow your blog, to ask them to really go out and vote. You know, I know we hear every election that this is the most important election of our lifetime. But really, Mary, when you look at the contrast between what the Republicans are offering when it comes to the future of this country versus what we, the Democratic Party, are offering, it could not be more clear. It could not be more black and white. And what I'm asking people to do is not just take my word for it. Take some time, invest and learn about our candidates, and then go and vote. Because I know when you do, when you take that time, when you learn about what we stand for as a party, you're going to be compelled to vote for a Democrat who's on the ballot, all the Democrats that are on the ballot. If you feel the opportunity and the ability to do so, come and volunteer here at the state party headquarters. Lend yourself to doing phone banks or to spending a Saturday afternoon with some of our canvassers who are out there knocking on doors and making sure that people are hearing our message. We can use your help. We need your help. I promise you, if we get all that, the day after election, we will have re-elected President Obama. We have made sure that we're able to hold on to our House and our Senate right here in New Mexico, and we will absolutely be geared up and ready to go when it comes to re-electing Tom Udall as our future U.S. Senator and putting an end to the Martinez administration and making sure that a Democrat goes into that seat.
Oh, well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.